The following screencast explores how to create an enhanced podcast using GarageBand. The first thing that you want to do if you're using an external microphone and headset is to go to the Apple, go to your system preferences, and make sure that under sound it is set to use the USB headset device for input as well as output. Then you can close those devices. The next step is to open GarageBand. In GarageBand, you'll want to go to Preferences, select Audio, and make sure under Audio Output you have your USB selected. Click Yes. And your audio input to USB, and click Yes. When you first open GarageBand, if you've opened it before, you'll see a screen similar to what you see on my screen right now. If you want to start a new project, click New and open to the GarageBand menu. If it's the first time you've ever used GarageBand, you'll probably see a menu offering to teach you more about it. You can click Close, and then you'll be given this GarageBand menu screen. For creating a podcast, you want to make sure that the purple icon is selected, and then click Choose. Give your podcast a name. And click Create.
Once you are ready to begin recording your audio, be sure that you've selected the gender of the speaker, and then at the bottom you can press the red Start button. To record a podcast, it is important to make sure that you speak clearly and slowly. You'll see the time growing in the small window at the bottom, and when you're finished recording your audio, press the space bar, or to pause, press the space bar. To hear what you recorded, drag the red line by clicking on the top white arrow back to the beginning and press the space bar. Start button. To record a podcast, it is important to make sure that you speak clearly and slowly. You'll see the time. As you listen, you'll be able to press the space bar to pause at any point. Once you have the audio recorded so that you like it, drag the little white slide bar back to the beginning, and you're ready to put in your pictures. You will need to have recorded or downloaded your pictures onto a file in your computer in order to complete this next task. Begin by listening to your podcast. Oops, go back to GarageBand, click the space bar. When you find where you want to put in a picture, press the space button or space bar and drag in your picture. Drag it to the top track where it says drag artwork here, and it will begin right where the red line is. Then press the space bar again, and when you want to stop and put in your next picture, again press the space bar, go back, get the picture that you want to put in. I'll put in this one. And now on this picture you'll notice that the person's head is cut off. If you double click on the picture itself, it will bring up the artwork below. You can double click on that artwork, and then you're able to slide the image up or down and crop so that you can determine where you would like the picture to be. There's also some zooming capability, so if you wanted to zoom your crop in a bit or zoom out, you could do that. Set the picture when it's the way that you want it to look. You'll notice the adjustment is made, and then you can continue to press the space bar, continue to listen, press the space bar, drag in your next picture, and then you're set. When you see the end of the line in your audio track that you recorded, you'll know that that's where your audio ends. In this situation, if you look at the top, you'll see that my last picture goes on for almost 30 seconds, maybe more. I don't want that, so I'm going to click on it You'll notice my mouse changes. I'm going to drag that time back so that it lines up with the end of my audio track. There we go. That way my audio and my image will end at about the same time, and it won't be 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute of silence. When your project is finished the way that you want it to be, click Share, and then you want to go to Export Podcast to Disk. Because we have pictures in our audio file, we want to make sure we use the ACC encoder, and I'm going to click Export. Give your project a name. And select where to save it. I like to put mine again on the desktop. They're easy to find later when I need to, and then I can organize my files as I go. I'm going to click Save. GarageBand will create your mixdown and convert your file. At this point then you can do File and quit GarageBand. Yes, you should save your changes. And no, you probably don't need to save your project with an iLife preview, unless you know that you do, or you're otherwise instructed. Now on your desktop you should see an MPEG-4 file or an M4A file. Those are able to be played using QuickTime. They can be imported into iTunes, and they can be put onto MP3 players that are able to play video. If I want to see my podcast, I can go to QuickTime Player, go to File, down to Open File. See my MP4 file there. Click Open. And now I'll be able to play my screencast. I can hear it over my speakers or my headset, so I know that it's working. At this point I want to do File, and I'm going to do Save As. It's going to be a formatted movie. I'm going to give it a number so that I can make sure that I know the difference between my M4 and my QuickTime movie. You'll see my new movie here. It has a Q on it, and it's ready to go. Now my QuickTime file, if I double click on it, it will open in QuickTime, and I'll be ready to go. I can share QuickTime on any sort of program that I want to that plays movie files. I can also post it to the web. That's your tutorial. Hope it's helpful.